You're listening to Red Card Sports Radio.
Now on this wonderful Wednesday evening, myself and Sin are joined by two lovely, lovely guests, Jack and Ray, singer-songwriters who are probably, you might have seen out and about in Singapore.
Oh, you might have heard. Yeah.
They've just released this song on YouTube called Ohhh, Moyes, which has had quite the reception, travelled around the world. And I said they're lovely, lovely people. We don't mind the fact that you support United. We won't hold that against you. How you doing,
guys.
boys?
Thanks for having us. We're doing great.
Yeah.
Excellent stuff. And you guys have been playing together for years, right?
Mm-hmm. 12 years to be exact, man.
Wow.
This year will be our 12th anniversary together.
So when are you going to ask the question? When are you going to pop the question?
We don't know, actually.
Oh, so 12 years you've been in love with each other. Fantastic stuff.
Like which question?
Like,
So, Jack, what do you like in the middle of the night?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this a musical
Would you like to
question?
get an HDB flat together? That's a good question.
Yeah. Nah, we're going private, man.
Nice. Okay.
So how did it all start with you guys? How did you meet? How did you start playing together?
Well, basically, a lot of people always ask us, do we know each other back in like high school or, when we were like in school? But we actually met each other in the music scene. And it was actually at this place called Emerald Number 5. That's along the Somerset area, Centre Point area.
And it's still around.
It's still around. And they had live music there. And Ray and me, we were performing as solo artists. And that's how we kind of knew each other.
Yeah. And then we got together and we started playing as a band at Walla Walla in 2002.
That's right.
Yeah.
At which point did you ask the really important question, though? Which team do you support?
How did that come about? The soccer
Actually,
team?
I don't know. But it's kind of funny, though, because when we started playing at Walla Walla in 2002, it was actually World Cup season.
Spot on. Actually, you got a good point there.
We played we played just when, so everybody was football crazy then.
Yeah. People ask us like how did this Jack and Ray thing happen?
Yeah.
Actually, our previous club that we played for, they wanted to screen the Japan World Cup in 2002, and the Japan timing and Singapore timings is very similar.
Yep.
So during like prime time, 8 to 10 o'clock, 8 to 11 o'clock, that's when we perform our music. So the boss told us, guys, you can take like 1.5 month break, don't come to work.
And we were like, no man, we want to get paid, man.
That's not fair. And they just told us like 2 days before the Japan 2002 World Cup started.
Yeah.
So we decided to go on to Walla Walla, and that's where we kind of like forged the Jack and Ray beginning.
Fantastic.
And fast forward to today, you're still playing at Walla Walla.
Yes, we are.
And it's Brazil this year.
Yes. So we're gonna get to listen to you, Jack and Ray, as you play at Walla Walla, and then move on and watch the football games when it comes on at like 1 a.m., 2 a.m.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, the
Great
timings are quite brutal this time out.
Oh,
I don't think it's
yeah.
going to fit quite so well. So what kind of different genres do you guys play?
Wow. I think we kind of we grew up a lot on alternative rock, when Pearl Jam and Nirvana just came out. So we tend to do a bit of rock. We do a little bit of pop rock, not too much pop. We try to steer clear from the Katy Perrys and the and the
Lady
whatnot.
Gaga, please.
I bet you get those requests all the time.
Yeah, we
though.
do.
Yes.
We've got everything from Celine Dion all the way to Taylor Swift. And
That's
we're like,
right.
Sorry guys.
Do people not realize that the two of you are full-grown men?
Exactly.
You
Can you
cannot
imagine a
sing
man
female
singing
song?
like Romeo, take me somewhere we can be alone. I'll be. Yeah.
I like
Now
it.
I
it.
can.
Now I can.
I
Yeah.
don't have to imagine, right? You just took me to a place I'm not sure I'd ever go before. Thank you.
So before you released this song about Moyes, have you ever made it known about your love for Manchester United as a club?
Of course, I mean, for myself, I proclaim my love for Manchester United. And interestingly enough, I started supporting Manchester United around 1985, 1986. And
Ray's a super big fan.
yeah, that was when Ferguson just took over. And also, interestingly enough, I supported them for the sole reason that they're the first football club I ever heard of in my life.
Fair enough.
The
yeah.
guys on the school bus were talking about Man United and Everton. And I was like, Manchester United sounds nicer. I'm going to support them. That's when I got acquainted with Brian Robson and all the previous players like Dennis Law and George Best and I've supported United since I've heard of them.
Oh, George Best. Do I have a soft spot for him or what? Okay.
Sometimes it's as simple as that, though, isn't it? You just... I want that one.
Yeah,
It just
exactly.
calls to you. What about yourself?
Well, for me, I would say a lot of people ask us like, "Are you guys Man U fans?" I say yes, but Ray's definitely the hardcore Man U fan. I'm
You're like the girlfriend
I'm
that just
like
went
the
along with the
girlfriend.
flow.
Well, yeah, maybe. You could
Actually,
put
it's
it that
true.
way.
Every Singaporean has a very great story to tell about their football allegiance because we're not born into a club. We're not
Yeah.
born on the high street
That's right.
of
Good point.
Liverpool. So we
Good
cannot say, I was born there. So
That's
we
true.
all have a good story to tell about when mine was the same. I had a boyfriend. He liked Liverpool, therefore I like Liverpool. So yeah. Oh, so Jack, you and I are in the same boat.
That's right.
But Jack was privileged enough to wear my special Euro Champions League T-shirt.
That's right.
Man United T-shirt.
What else do you guys share?
Which I lent him for the YouTube video.
For the video.
Yeah, you boys are fully kitted out in there. So tell us about how that came about in the first place. Moyes has been having an unhappy season. We talked about him all season, and then that day happened. That kind of black day for him.
Tell the guys about that fateful day, man. Tell them about the afternoon even before.
So this happened. I started writing the song because I just saw a lot of people ranting about the whole loss to Everton. And there are all these comments and stuff, and the song was actually loosely based on what people are talking about. So I was writing it halfway, like I started about 2 p.m. and at about 4 p.m. I just checked my Twitter for fun, and suddenly I saw like the breaking news. Manchester United tweeted, David Moyes has just left the club, blah blah. And then I was like,
after cry or no cry?
I don't know. I was just like, oh, okay, that's going to be a new chapter. But when I heard that, then soon after they said, oh, the rumors that Giggs might take over as caretaker just for temporarily, and Giggs has always been one of my favorites. So I was like more excited to have Giggs to take care of the club than Moyes leaving, actually. So, I
think you echo the thoughts of many Manchester United fans.
Yeah, I do sympathize. Ferguson had his opportunity to fail and bring the team back up in those days. But, I guess it's just a different ballgame when you're in a big corporation, you run something like that.
Yeah.
And things happen. I guess they can't afford to waste time. And that's it.
And so then you heard the news and you thought, all right, great, I'm going to write a song about it. What has the reception been of that song?
Wow. It's been
amazing. Yeah. For us, backtrack just a little bit more. For the two of us, we've got our YouTube channel and we do our YouTube videos. But this period of time is probably when we are embarking on a more than
because
parodies
as serious singer-songwriters, we don't want to cloud our image too much sometimes. We want people to think we're serious musicians and stuff. And after a while, we were just like, let's just do what we do. And Jack and I, we just like love to clown around. We're just two blokes that love to clown around.
That's right.
So we clowned around.
Be idiots.
Yeah. and so we thought, let's just let people see this side of us, the funny side.
I think you found a great niche for yourself. I'm a big fan of you guys. Jack and Ray on YouTube. I searched for you guys. I listened to your songs. You've done parodies. You've done the Moyes one. You've also done a Game of Thrones one. All very, very funny stuff.
Red Card Sports Radio.